So we're gonna get straight into this video. Welcome back to my channel. Obviously my name is Samantha. If you're new here, hopefully I'm not too freaking white. Hopefully I look alright. Wanted to talk about COVID. I know that I had posted about me going to go get tested a couple 2 months, I believe. Okay, I still have my papers, my packet of paper they literally gave me. Actually on the video that I recorded when I went to go get tested, I actually recorded the part where they called me, and like a couple hours later, like about an hour later, that's when they told me that I tested positive. So I'm glad that I actually caught that on video, just because I've seen videos where some people get tested and they just wait for a couple minutes and they tell them the results right then and there and they're good. I actually had to wait about an hour or so for me to get my results. I went July 16th, that's when I went, which is crazy because a lot of people said that this whole pandemic officially started March 16th, which was my birthday, and if I can recall correctly, that is very true. On my birthday this year, I went to go eat with my family. We ended up going to Olive Garden. And really, me and my family were talking about it on the way there. And it was March 16th, and that was when the whole toilet paper crazy stuff was going on. And, you know, stores running out of toilet paper and stuff like that. So that's when it was like starting to really like get serious. I believe at that time I was still working at my job, and we didn't get shut down until like weeks after that. I worked for the city at that time. I remember my job did not want to shut down. Like, they were trying their hardest to like hold on, which is crazy because I don't understand, you know. I get it, you know, people need to work and stuff, and I was very grateful because I remember that I wasn't really like struggling or anything with money. Like, I was good, I was great. Anyway, my managers and like my job and stuff, they didn't want to shut down. Like, they were trying to hold on the longest until the city finally told us that we needed to shut down officially. So yeah, it was around that time. Today is September 10th, so yeah, about a month, almost 2 months already. Let's talk about how I actually got it. I was taking precautions, you know, I was wearing my mask and everything. However, I truly believe that the reason why I got it was because my brother got it. My older brother, Oscar, ended up getting COVID. I think he was already feeling sick a couple of days before I actually started feeling anything. He didn't say anything until he actually went to go positively get tested. And at that time, he was already having cough and stuff like that. But before that, I was feeling fine. But I do remember that when it started for me, first I really did think that it was just allergies, because usually I get allergies or seasonal maybe once or so a year, usually around springtime, more so often. I really haven't gotten sick in a while, so at that point I was like, okay, maybe it's allergies. Hopefully it's freaking allergies, because I don't want to catch COVID, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm gonna catch a little cold, but not COVID, maybe, you know, hopefully. Started feeling it more so in my throat a little bit, feeling pressure in my head, like right here, and my throat was already feeling a little funny. By this time, my brother had already went to go get tested and everything like that. He did test positive, so right away he quarantined in his room. He didn't go to work. He did what he had to do, right? My brother did catch it pretty bad, like worse than I did. He ended up catching it from my uncle, and I believe my uncle had it because they do work together. He got really bad, like really bad. Like, his cough was horrible. My mom was afraid that she didn't want to catch it. We also have my little siblings, so I didn't want them to catch it either. When I started feeling the symptoms in my throat, and like I was just feeling like ugh, literally from one day to like another, I remember going to bed one night, waking up the next day, and it was like a train hit me. Like, I felt so exhausted, I felt drained, I felt weak. I had the worst like pressure in my head. I was reading up and looking up the signs of it. You know, I was watching videos, I was watching other YouTubers talk about their symptoms, and even though it was different for everybody, the one that really told me, damn, say it, don't spray it, Sam. I literally just spit. I was already starting to lose my taste and my smell. Slowly but surely. That right there sucked. I couldn't taste anything and I couldn't smell. You can smell, the strongest of smells like Clorox or whatever. You could not smell a thing. Sour foods, you could not taste nothing. It was so plain. Even after I started recovering, it was still taking me a while to get my taste and my smell back. I was getting impatient because even though I was recovering already from everything else, I still didn't have, like, towards the end, I was already starting to feel good, like my energy was good, everything was good, but I couldn't smell or taste yet, and I was getting impatient. It was really bothering me. Once I lost my taste and smell, I was like, yep, gotta go get tested. It affects people that already have like sicknesses or anything else just a little bit differently. But my mom has definitely had her health issues, so I was afraid of her catching it, but thank God she didn't. Her and my siblings actually never caught it. Till this day, have not caught it. Thank God that is what it was, especially because my siblings started school back up now. Let's pray it stays like that. For me though, I feel like it only hit me mildly, which thank God again. Once I got tested, they gave me this paper, which is obviously, it tells you like your temperatures, your oxygen saturation, your pulse, everything like that. Everything was good. She told me my lungs were fine, but I did test positive. It explained like how do you self-quarantine and what you should do if it, you know, starts getting worse, like call 911, blah blah blah, call us back. Because I know a lot of people were having shortness of breath, which I did experience that. I couldn't breathe. It wasn't a normal breathing. It was kind of worrying me, and especially when I went and asked the doctor. That's why whenever she told me I was fine and everything was good, I was just like, okay, I just have shortness of breath, just a little bit, you know, just a little bit. I also felt hot at night. You have night sweats, like if you're running a fever. I didn't run a fever whenever I had COVID, but whenever I would sleep, I would wake up and I'd be like drenched in sweat. Like it was, I remember laying one night and I was feeling kind of concerned for myself because I couldn't breathe and I was hot. Even though I had fan and the AC was on, it was scaring me. And I tried to stay calm because I didn't want to have like an anxiety attack or anything like that. I did get a cough, kind of, not really. That was pretty much it. It was just like mild symptoms. I just slept and slept. I felt exhausted. I felt drained. I felt weak. I didn't feel good. All you want to do is sleep. And I mean, what else can you do? All you can do is sleep, eat, go to the restroom when you need to or whatever. This paper, it just explains like how to self-quarantine and stuff like that. They gave me like tips and stuff and what to avoid, and you know, make sure you're cleaning all the surfaces that are touched often, like wash your hands often, get rest and stay hydrated. And all they really said as far as returning back to work and stuff like that, I was supposed to stay in quarantine for about 10 days, 10 to 14 days. And after that, I don't necessarily even have to go get tested to see if you're negative or if you're cleared. All it said was that if you feel fine after those 10 to 14 days, that you're able to go back to work. Which I think is kind of like, really? Like, we just went back to our normal routines. As far as like what I took or if I took any medicine or stuff like that, I didn't take any painkillers or anything like any Advil or Tylenol. I just drank a lot of water. I ate normally. What I did take was vitamin C. I can't even remember the name of the pills, but we were taking vitamins. and also like immune system like support. Definitely staying hydrated. After that, we've been fine. We haven't gotten like sick again or anything. I know I've heard of people getting sick and then getting it again, and some even have gotten it 3 times already. Like, I'm glad that I haven't. Hopefully it stays like that. I am very thankful that I only had mild symptoms. Everybody still keep taking their precautions, keep wearing your masks, keep doing your thing. But yeah, that was my little experience with COVID, or really the update, because I never even talked about it. I said I was going to vlog through it, but I really didn't even do nothing. I was just in my room, sleeping, not doing anything, isolated from everybody. I didn't even record or nothing because I felt like I was just gonna be boring. Like, I didn't know what to say, talk about. Just kind of took it day by day. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I love you guys, and catch you on the next one. Bye.